afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Maritime Frontier Show. My name is Dili Utomi. On this very first edition, we are going to talk to you about all things customs, especially the Nigerian Customs Service Area Command. Recently, the Customs Zonal Area Controller, ACG Charles Obi, visited the command and he made some revelations about the activities of Nigerian Customs Service.
Well, we can never talk of SEMI without talking of Baragli. If you go a little bit forward by my right, you will see the ocean. That ocean has a history of commercial activity and human existence. As far back as 1736 and 1851, a commercial empire was established around Baragli. Even as you are coming here, that bridge you saw there used to be the headquarters of Nigeria Customs Service. When the Europeans came here in the middle of the 19th century, Baragli became an ancient city. To the extent that the first story building in Nigeria was built in 1845 in Baragli here. That will show you the level of civilization that was in the distance. In 1837, the Methodists established their station here under Bert Freeman. As time goes on, Henry Townsend also has established the Anglican Church. In other words, Baragli can be regarded as citadel of Christianity in Nigeria and also the citadel of education. It was all those commercial activities that gave rise to the Nigerian government establishing a border area in Seme that is regarded as the best and the greatest border in Nigeria.
In the 2025 year, he made us to understand that a total of 85% of the operations of the Nigerian Customs Service takes place under his watch. That's the western zone of the Nigerian Customs Command. And about 79% of all revenues for the Nigerian Customs Service, the entire Nigerian Customs Service, comes from the western zone. These and more are things we are going to talk to you about today, including the most recent performance of the Nigerian Customs Service, the Seme Command.
To know the happenings in the maritime sector, join us on the program Maritime Frontiers on VOP TV as we discuss key areas in the maritime sector, from aquaculture, maritime transportation, maritime labor regulation, oil and gas exploration, ferry and passenger insurance, marine pollution and prevention, port operations, and lots more. Maritime Frontiers, exploring Nigeria's blue economy.
Welcome to the program. Seme Command of the Nigerian Customs Service, under the leadership of Controller Dr. Ben Oramalogo, had a press briefing on Thursday, the 24th of July 2025, and he made some revelations about their operations. A total of 4,119 bags of rice, 898 parcels of loaves of cannabis sativa, 64 bags of flour, and a whole lot of other items, contrabands, were seized along the border area. The Seme Area Command houses the largest border crossing for the West African zone, with a population of about 425 million strong persons. And that is the market we have to deal with. On this show, we'll talk to you in detail about the exploits of the Nigerian Customs Service Seme Command and the interviews we had with the Customs Area Controller, Dr. Ben Oramalogo. The Seme Area Command of the Nigerian Customs Service has one of the biggest border posts in West Africa under the helmsmanship of Controller Ben Oramalogo, has been keen on facilitating trade and especially the protection of the national economy as part of the customs mandate. This has been evident in the recent records of the performance of the command, where processing of export has also been very, very vital in all their operations. The command held a press briefing Thursday, and a big haul of record seizures were announced and exhibited. This much has been evident in recent records of performance of the command, where processing of export goods and seizure of uncustomed ones have been rapid and regular in recent times.
Nigeria is the highest producer of rice in Africa, with annual output of about 8,434,000 metric tons yearly. And the highest state in Nigeria that does that is Kebbi. They produce about 2.5 million metric tons during rainy season and 1.05 during dry season, surpassing Egypt, Tanzania, Burundi, and even Ethiopia. However, our rice mill continue to face challenges due to insufficient patronage, which hampers the ability to operate at full capacity. This ban is a strategic measure to boost local production and ensure the sustainability of our agricultural sector.
Controller Ramalugo, in his statement, revealed that for the past 2 weeks, between the 1st and 19th of July 2025, the operatives of the command, acting on credible intelligence and coordinated enforcement strategies, successfully intercepted and seized a total of 5 trucks laden with smuggled goods along the Lagos-Abuja corridor. The trucks were found to contain a total of 2,800 parboiled rice of 50 kg each and 250 bales of second-hand clothing. The duty-paid value of the seized rice and the means of conveyance is 919,500,626 naira, no kobo. The discovery of the 5 trucks carrying the bags of rice was made after the seizure of other trucks carrying a total of 1,319 bags of foreign parboiled rice. Other notable seizures along this were 819 parcels of cannabis sativa, 40 bags of sugar, 64 bags of flour, 50 cartons of ketchup tomato, 1 boat and 1 engine, 20 bales of second-hand clothing, 4 bales of used clothes. The total of foreign parboiled rice seized in this period is thus 4,119 bags of foreign rice each. 2 suspects were also arrested in connection with the seized cannabis sativa, but are currently on administrative bail.
Talking about our anti-smuggling activities, if you look around, you discover that we have a start seizure, what America has a start seizure. The seizure we have today may be regarded as the highest seizure I have ever made since I reported to this command on February 11, 2025. For the past 2 weeks, between 1st July and 19 July 2025, the operatives of the command, acting on credible intelligence and coordinated information strategies, successfully intercepted and seized a total of 5 trucks laden with smuggled rice along Lagos-Abuja corridor. Not only rice, we have other items like clothing, cannabis, in all those trucks. The tons were found to contain a total of 2,800 foreign parboiled rice of 50 kg each, 250 pairs of second-hand clothing, and other items. The duty-paid value of the seized rice and means of conveyance is 919,500,626 naira only.
The total duty-paid value of all seizures during the period under review is 1,268,794,474 naira only. Nigeria is the highest producer of rice in Africa, with an annual output exceeding 8 million metric tons, surpassing Egypt and Tanzania. However, Nigeria's rice mills continue to face challenges due to insufficient patronage, which hampers our ability to operate at full capacity. The government's ban on importation of rice is a strategic measure to boost local production and ensure sustainability of the country's agricultural sector. The Semi-Area Command (CAC) warned smugglers, saying, "Let me make it unequivocally clear that the Seme Area Command is not and will never be a fertile ground for smugglers. These monumental seizures sent strong messages to those involved in illicit activities that the operatives of the command remain resolute, equipped, and prepared to enforce the government's fiscal policies with unwavering determination."
Imagine having a 5 trucks like this. We have one at the scanning because that one spoiled. I don't know what happened to the engine. Yeah, you cannot pack it. Then we have 3 here. We have operated 1 here. You can imagine if they allowed the whole of these trucks to enter into the market. That means the local milling industry will just collapse. So federal government has a reason for banning this rice, and we decided to seize them. And we are warning those smugglers that they should stop bringing them into the border. So it will never happen under my watch. Telling Nigerians that the rice mill in Nigeria will continue to produce, and Nigeria will patronize them. We want to encourage Nigeria to produce them, to patronize them. We are also trying to tell them that Seme is not synonymous with rice smuggling. We are making revenue here for the Nigerian state. We are making sure that our customs don't come in, including rice. So equalizing, saying that Seme is only known for rice smuggling, it's not true. There was even a time there were the media that there was a rice that came in through Seme border that was killing people. It was not true. It was mere pure propaganda to tarnish our image, maybe out of pure jealousy. We are doing our job here, and our CGs and members of management team are encouraging us to do the job. Even when I was planning the decision of this, the CGs tell me that I should do my job without fear of favor, that is at my back.
The command also generated a total revenue of 1,593,626,123 naira 26 kobo for the months of May to June 2025. In export processing, the command facilitated the movement of 1,837 trucks, which is equivalent to over 116,000 metric tons of made in Nigerian goods. This export had a free on board, that's a FOB of 22,338,308,976 naira and 10 kobo only. While the National Supervision Scheme, that's the NESS, fees stood at 111,841,944 naira and 87 kobo only. The seized cannabis sativa were handed over to the representative of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the NDLEA, Idris Ibrahim Mohammed, and in the handing over ceremony, the CAC extolled the interagency cooperation that exists among sister agencies of the command. Mr. Mohammed also said that he deeply appreciates the synergy and cooperation that exists between his agency and the customs, as he pledges to continue along this channel of cooperation.
Hereby hand over the parcels of cannabis, 898 parcels, to the commander of NDLA in Seme Customs for proper prosecution. Because there is a standing understanding between customs and the NDLA that when we seize, we hand over to them in the spirit of agency collaboration for further prosecution. Thank you.
Controller Dr. Ramalugu also appreciated principal officers of the command, the great support of the Controller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeni, the press, and the stakeholders who helped make his job less arduous by making honest and engaging in legitimate trade. Thank you so very much. This has been a very nice time with you today on the Maritime Frontier. This has been your host, Dele Utomi, on the Maritime Frontier. I'd like you to keep watching again till next week when we meet again. Have yourself a wonderful week ahead.
To know the happenings in the maritime sector, join us on the program Maritime Frontiers on VOP TV as we discuss key areas in the maritime sector, from aquaculture, maritime transportation, maritime labor regulation, oil and gas exploration, ferry and passenger insurance, marine pollution and prevention, port operations, and lots more. Maritime Frontiers, exploring Nigeria's blue economy.